Children, good morning. Today I am going to discuss with you about the poem of class 9. The first poem, The Road Not Taken. This poem has been composed by Robert Frost. Robert Frost in this poem wants to tell about making choice. Choices that shape our life. The road is the symbol of the choice made by us. Many times we also regret the choice made by us. Whenever we made our choice, after some time it becomes also a part of regret. Here in this poem, the poet wants to describe the choice which has been made. It can't be changed. It can't be altered. Only the future will make it clear whether the decision of choice was right or wrong. What we need to make a right choice. Children, here this well-known poem is about making choice and the choice that shape us. Robert Frost, you should also know, Robert Frost is an American poet who writes simple but insightfully about calm. Children, now I am going to read the extract stanza. You have to pay your attention and follow me so that you will be able to pronounce the correct word. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler long I stood, I looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as far that the passing there had warned them really about the shape. Children, before starting the poem, I want to tell you in a brief. The poet, while traveling on foot in the woods मतलब jungle. When the poet started traveling in the forest, in the woods, comes across a junction. Where did he reach? He reached near a junction where his path diverged into two roads. And he has to choose one of them. Nobody is able to travel with both roads. Even whenever we go on the road, we also choose one road, not both roads. So here, in this poem, the poet is in a dilemma. The poet is confused. Which road he should take to continue his journey? He was confused. Like this, Robert Frost wants to tell us here. I am going to discuss with you one by one, line by line. Two roads diverge in a yellow wood. Children, wood, forest. Here the poet wants to tell when he reached near a junction, what did he observe? He observed there was two roads because He reached near a junction. Two roads diverged. Diverged? Do you know the meaning of diverged? To separate and go in a different direction. In a different direction. He was confused. He found two roads and to separate and go into in a different direction. Where? In a yellow wood. Children, here the poet used here yellow wood. What is the concept here? Yellow wood. The phrase here, the yellow wood refers to the autumn season. Autumn season. So the poet asked himself, sorry, I could not travel both. It means he was not able to travel with the both roads. He realized himself and asked, sorry. And we one traveler, long I stood. Here, traveler, the one person who travels. Traveler, long I stood. He stood there, thinking there, but confused, and looked down one as far as I could, and started looking as far as I could, as far as I can see. Where? From this place where he was standing, from that place where he was able to see to where it bent in the undergrowth. Do you know the meaning of undergrowth, children? The meaning of undergrowth is dense growth of plants and bushes. Dense growth of plants and bushes. Children, you also sometimes observe in the forest some different types of bushes, different types of growth of plants. He was looking till at last he was confused but could not decide to travel on which road I should start to travel. He was not able to proceed. Then took the other just as fair. Children, on the basis of this stanza, I want to ask some question. What does the poet feel sorry for? What does the poet feel sorry for? Please, correct answer is? What is the correct answer? Correct answer, the poet feels sorry for incapability to travel on both roads. I have already discussed with you. He was confused at that time. That was time when he was confused and told sorry because he was not capable to travel on both roads. Okay. Now, on the basis of this stanza, my third question is, why does he stand at the fork for a long time? He stands at the fork for a long time because he finds it difficult. It was very difficult to decide which road to go through. It was very difficult for the poet. He was not able to understand because at that time he realized some difficulties. The difficulties has come in front of the poet. He was not able to decide which road to go through. At last, my fourth question is, what is the tone of the poet in the above stanza? Children, here, the poet also expressed his tone. What was his tone? Can you tell me? In this stanza, I can say stanza because this is poem. In this stanza, the poet's tone shows that he is thoughtful. The tone was of the poet is the tone of this stanza is the poet was thoughtful, or you can say he was thoughtful. Okay, children. Now, next stanza then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as far that the passing there had warned them really about the same. Children, children, just I am going to discuss with the second stanza, but as far as I think, tomorrow I will start next stanza. I will discuss with you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.